some of you are lying. Some of you are lying because I'm seeing way too many hauls and I'm not seeing those clothes walking around in person enough. I'm seeing way too many. Look at what I got from insert company haul, but I'm not seeing it on physical bodies. Or when I'm seeing it on physical bodies, it's ripping, it's stretching. It can't be like it's melting. Your shoes are melting. But what I want to talk about is really my eBay addiction. And for a shopper, for a person that, has a dopamine addiction, I must admit, I see the dopamine, I want to go for it. And it's really hard for me to be like inspired by things. So eBay put two of the worst things you could put for a person like me together. eBay said, hey, do you want to like something? See if the see if the seller is going to send you an offer. See if the offer is cheaper. Do you want to do that? And do you also want to bid? So do you want to say, I'm going to spend this much money? And do you want to like make it a race against everybody else? And on top of that, you're getting an item and then you're going to get the excitement of waiting for it. And also, when it arrives, like opening the box, but then who knows if you're actually going to like it or this was just you trying to get dopamine. And I said yes. I said yes to all of that. I said, sign me up. And I regret it. I regret it because eBay is relentless. eBay is so relentless. When you like something, they will send you tens of thousands of emails. They're like, do you remember this? I was browsing caftans 10 months ago. 10 months ago. Why did I get an email today saying, do you remember? You looked at this. It's still here. The seller's taking bids now. I don't remember that. That was when I went through this phase where I was looking for a muumuu dress and I was like, okay, muumuus, caftans, and you'd actually be surprised, they're actually really different. A muumuu is most likely going to be short-sleeved and has like not hand pockets, like it doesn't look like hand, it just has, it's kind of like a poncho is what a muumuu is. A muumuu is kind of like a poncho but long, and a caftan is a flowy dress and it has like short sleeves, long sleeves, mostly long sleeves because it's supposed to be like, lounging around the house. No, muumuu is lounging around the house. Caftan is like, I'm going out. I'm getting my money's worth out of this. And all in all, it's to say that eBay and the way, even Amazon, but for me, Amazon, I have like a moral dilemma with Amazon. So I'm just like, I'm more protected from Amazon, but eBay, I'm just, I justify. I'm like, oh my goodness, if I get this, right? If I get this, someone's getting rid of it. It is secondhand. I never go on the new section. Why are you getting something new from eBay? You're weird. You're so weird getting something new from eBay. Like, I'm looking at you in shame. Because why would you get something new from eBay? And the other thing with eBay, other than the emails, other than, it's pre-owned, so you're giving it a new life. It's the bidding. I know I talked a little bit about the bidding, but the bidding is what got me. Once I discovered that I didn't have to pay the price that was shown there, my brain expanded so much. I suddenly saw a lot more stuff in my horizon, and I'm learning now more and more that I don't have room for it. My closet is full. My closet is full. It makes me feel bad because I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing this thing now that I thought I would really like. Nothing from you. I like everything that I got from eBay. I'm just saying that. I'm saying my other clothes that are not from eBay and I did not spend hours looking for. If you want to go on a cute eBay circle, search up, is it Gun Sans dresses? Those dresses are beautiful, but why are they $100? Someone wore that already. I know the design, I know the flow, but they're reaching even $300. And I just want to know who bought it. Who bought it? And also, another devastating part about eBay is losing a bid and then being like, yeah, seller decided to go with someone else. What do you mean? It really triggers it triggers my abandonment issues, because what do you mean seller decided to go with someone? I'm right here and I really wanted that. I mean, like, I'd want it for like a week, and then the you know, the vibes would just like change and I'd be like, why'd I get this? But I'm realizing that maybe you know the show Hoarders? That show really, I was like, that could never be me. That could never be me. And every single day I get closer and closer to being like, I could be on the show. I could really be on the show, because if there's a garage sale, if there is a sale at a thrift store, I will be there. I will be there. Do I need it? I'm still trying to figure that part out, because my brain says I do, but my closet says no more. No more. It's enough. It's enough. And it's really hard to say no, because there's always, if you go on any feed, you know, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, there's always like someone being like, look at this new thing that makes me perfect. Now I am better than you. I am more perfect. How can you not be perfect like me? I am really perfect because I got this. Look, this completed me for a month, and then I'm gonna get something new and tell you you need it for another month. And I wanna be with you guys, but then I started reading about the climate, and it's so interesting how much, because you know, the clothes that you donate to Goodwill doesn't, okay, first of all, you know, when you're like, oh my god, I'm just gonna donate it, I'm gonna donate it, I'm gonna do it because it's better for the environment. Good on you, you know, like, you're making less of a choice not throwing it out. But the thing is, alleged, but maybe it's on their website, maybe they'll say this on their website, but alleged is that Goodwill and all the other companies, not everything is gonna sell. You know, like, you go to the thrift store and sometimes there's been things that have been there for like a week or even 6 months, and then they clear it out because they have to clear it out every season, and new clothes are coming in because people are just buying so much, and everything that we interact with encourages us to buy so much. And so Goodwill, on top of not treating people with disabilities in the best way and being so rude, Goodwill, and paying them less, is like alleged. Paying them less is like, okay, bestie, let's talk, because Goodwill, what they do is they say, okay, bestie, I'm gonna do you one big favor. You know, you don't want to be the one throwing the clothes out, so I'll throw them out for you. And like, it's good on Goodwill to take one for the team. Love that for them. Like, thank you. I appreciate you. But they throw it out and it ends up in landfills in countries like mine, like me, like like mine. And I want to be here and say, do it. Like, if that's your only option, do it. But I remember the way, like, clothing used to travel in my family, and how something, like my sibling would start wearing something, and then like they'd grow out of it, and then I'd get it. And so there wasn't as much consumption as there is, because like I'd just like inherit it, or like I'd give the clothes to another family member. But I feel like it's so disconnected. The world is so disconnected. You know, like there's probably someone you know in your community that like directly would want the product that you're giving away, but there's no way to reach them, because it's like we're so connected but disconnected. And I just wish I could just be like, hey, I'm giving away this skirt. I don't want it to end up in a landfill. Does anyone want a skirt that looks like this, so that it doesn't end up in a landfill? And will you actually use the skirt? You know, because I feel like we're trying to encourage like a circular economy, but the ways in which we're doing it still are encouraging consumption. Because, like I started, the hauls. The hauls are really not good for the environment. Whether it be a thrift haul, if the clothes are not going through like a circular way, you know, we repeat the same things that we were doing before. We are still over consuming. We're still taking more and more and more. And when you're taking more and more and more and not using the more that you're taking, it just becomes a really hectic environment. You know, for you emotionally, being like, oh my God, I have all this stuff. I don't use all the stuff. And also just the general toll that it takes on the environment, because apparently this is so crazy. This is so crazy. The textile industry is one of the most polluting industries, and we are running out of landfill space. Like, we are actually running out of places to put trash. And until companies and ourselves are cognizant enough to see that, oh, yes, the companies are making the stuff, but I get it. Like, we can't beat the big companies, but you are buying it, and we gotta analyze why I am buying it. Because what feeling am I expecting this piece of clothing to give me, this makeup, this shoe to give me, you know? And is there another way to access happiness in this world that does not involve making it not a fun place for the animals and the people, and just like making it so that more innovation could take place, you know?